This is the 18 WJTS News. In tonight's news, Huntingburg's new railroad overpass named Progress Parkway is opening for traffic. German American and Old National Bank release quarterly earnings. We have more details on the Fox Hollow fire in French Lick. In sports, Kurt Guxell talks Southridge Regional Football. On WJTS Informed tonight, DuBois County Prosecutor Anthony Quinn and SWICAC Director Tammy Lampert join us to talk about their cooperative efforts. All this and more coming up next on the 18 WJTS News. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I'm Bill Potter with the WJTS News. Officials with the City of Huntingburg are looking to have the city's new railroad overpass open by Friday. Plans for the overpass were officially announced in June of 2013. Recently, the Huntingburg City Council officially named the roadway Progress Parkway, a name recommended by the Mayor's Youth Council. Progress Parkway veers off of Skyline Drive, rising over the railroad tracks before curving northeast and then intersecting with Chestnut Street, where it feeds into 14th Street. Traffic on Chestnut Street will encounter a two-way stop at the intersection in the near future. Along with the new corridor for vehicular traffic and the added security of allowing emergency vehicles to avoid the trains, the Heritage Trail also traverses the railroad tracks with the overpass, allowing a safer way for the expanding neighborhoods on the north side of Huntingburg to connect with Niehaus Park and 4th Street. The Indiana Department of Transportation is covering 80% of the project's $5.9 million cost. Of the 20% left, DuBois County is covering 10%, up to $1 million. The city is covering the rest of the cost, including the cost to mill and pave 14th Street. Those projects have been submitted as part of the city's application for community crossings funding. If approved, NDOT would ultimately cover 75% of those two projects' costs. Huntingburg Street Superintendent Jason Stamm says the overpass will likely open on Friday. He says the city is awaiting the arrival of some signage and says once those signs are up and in place, the overpass will be open for traffic. A special dedication ceremony is planned by NDOT for next Wednesday, November 14th at 10 a.m. A Huntingburg man and woman were taken into custody after they allegedly walked out of a Huntingburg pharmacy Monday evening without paying for a number of items and fled the scene. Around 7:30 p.m. Monday, officers with the Huntingburg Police Department were called to the CVS pharmacy along the 600 block of North Main Street in Huntingburg in reference to a theft that occurred earlier. Upon arrival, officers spoke with the CVS management team, and they explained that a Hispanic male and female came into the store around 7 p.m. and then left the store shortly. After that, setting off alarms as a result of not paying for some items and took off on foot. After officers were able to observe the surveillance footage from CVS, they were able to determine the identity of the subjects. The male and female were identified as 29-year-old William Artiga and 41-year-old Diana Gandaria of Huntingburg. Upon further investigation, officers located both Artiga and Gandaria and brought them to the police headquarters for questioning. Both were charged with misdemeanor counts of theft and were taken to and booked into the DuBois County Security Center. Local officials are seeking the public's help as they investigate an accident in Jasper that took place Wednesday afternoon. Just before 2 p.m. yesterday, officers with the Jasper Police Department were called to the scene of an accident they say took place in the area of 13th and Newton Streets. Although no details in regards to this incident were released by police, they ask that anyone that may have witnessed it or may have any information regarding this incident is asked to please contact the Jasper Police Department at 812-482-2255, 482-2255, or the department's anonymous tip line at 812-481-COPS. That's 812-481-2677. Jasper-based German-American Bank Corp. Incorporated recently reported third quarter net income of $12.6 million, 55 cents per share in the third quarter of 2018. The company's record level of quarterly earnings performance was an increase of approximately $1.5 million or 15% on a per share basis. Over the second quarter 2018, net income of $11.1 million or 48 cents per share and an increase of approximately $3 million or 31% on a per share basis relative to the company's third quarter 2017 net income of $9.7 million or 42 cents per share. On a year-to-date basis, reported earnings for the first 9 months of 2018 were $35.6 million or $1.55 per share. German-American Chairman and CEO Mark Schrader says the record earnings performance achieved in the third quarter was a direct result of a combined organic and acquisition growth in deposits, loans, and total assets that the company has achieved throughout the past year. Schrader says they are very encouraged about the prospects for continued growth in the future based on the economic strength within our existing southern Indiana markets. The company also announced its board of directors declared a regular quarterly cash dividend of 15 cents per share, which will be payable on November 20th, 2018 to shareholders of record as of November 10th. And more banking news. The board of directors of Old National Bank Corp. Recently declared the company's quarterly cash dividend of 13 cents per share on the company's outstanding shares of common stock. The dividend is payable December 17th to shareholders of record on December 3rd. For purposes of broker trading, the ex-date of the cash dividend is November 30th. Based on Old National's closing price of $16.63 on October 24th, the quarterly dividend represents an annualized dividend yield of 3.1%. Old National Bank Corp. is the holding company of Old National Bank. Headquartered in Evansville, the company has locations in Jasper, Huntingburg, Ferdinand, Lagodi, Shoals, Washington, Rockport, and Tell City. The DuBois County Treasurer's Office would like to remind DuBois County taxpayers that because of the Veterans Day holiday being observed next Monday, November 12th, and with the courthouse being closed on that day, the due date for the fall installment of property tax collection has been extended to next Tuesday, November 13th. The Treasurer's Office will not be open on Monday, November 12th. However, they will be open this Saturday, November 10th from 8 a.m. until 12 noon. And until 5 p.m. on the deadline day of Tuesday, November 13th. Payment for property taxes may be sent to the courthouse, delivered in person to the Treasurer's Office, or placed in the night deposit box located on the corner of the Annex Building at 6th and Jackson Streets in Jasper. DuBois County Treasurer Kitty Merkel, says if a taxpayer would like a receipt returned to them, they must include a self-addressed stamped envelope as well as the C portion of the tax statement with their payment. Payments may be sent to the DuBois County Treasurer Kitty Merkel at 1 Courthouse Square, room 105 in Jasper. If they have any questions, you may call the Treasurer's Office at 812-481-7080, 812-481-7080. Office hours again are Mondays through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturday, November 10th from 8 a.m. to 12 noon, and Tuesday, November 13th from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. Owners of the Fox Hollow Gallery are desperately shifting through remains, hoping to save even a single piece of artwork after a fire ripped through the popular French Lick Art Gallery Tuesday night. As reported on WJTS earlier, the blaze broke out at the business's location along Wells Avenue in French Lick. The block was completely lit up Tuesday night as fire tore through the building. The building was still smoking Wednesday. No word yet on what may have caused the fire. Owner Darlene Huffman says it was a day of devastation and that there was absolutely no saving the building. On Wednesday, she was rummaging through the gallery trying to piece together the remains of her business. Her husband was working inside a building adjacent to the gallery when he noticed the smoke Tuesday evening. Soon thereafter, the local fire chief happened to drive by. Huffman says the chief saw flames coming out of the back of the building and called in the fire. Firefighters from 3 different departments fought the blaze for 4 hours. The fire could be seen all over town. Fox Hollow Gallery offered home decor, garden art, and jewelry in downtown French Lick. Huffman says the original art is irreplaceable, but she said, more importantly, no one was hurt. She and her husband own the building next door, and even though the smoke from the fire hasn't even settled yet, she said that is where they plan to reopen Fox Hollow Gallery within the next couple of weeks, hopefully by Thanksgiving. The DuBois County Veterans Council will host the annual observance of Veterans Day, Saturday, November 10th. The public is invited to attend and participate. The day will begin with an 8 a.m. Mass at St. Joseph's Church in Jasper to honor all veterans living and deceased. All veterans groups will join in the procession of posting their colors in the front of church. The American Legion Post 147 in Jasper will host this year's observance of Veterans Day beginning at 11 a.m. with the Northeast DuBois High School Band performing some patriotic songs and playing the national anthem. An opening prayer will be given by Chaplain Carrie Heichelbeck. A guest speaker for this Veterans Day observance will be Marine Corps and Army veteran Anthony Hurst. The Living Veteran Award will be presented to Marvin Bagelin of Huntingburg. A reception will follow for the family and friends of Marvin Bagelin and those who participated in the observance hosted by the Jasper American Legion Post 147. DuBois County Soil and Water Conservation District with DuBois Strong will be hosting the Southwest Indiana Agricultural Economic Summit Friday, November 16th from 8:30 a.m. until 1 p.m. at the Center for Technology, Innovation and Manufacturing Theater on the Vincennes University Jasper campus. The summit is geared towards updating local producers, agricultural businesses, and financial institutions on the latest in economic programs, education, and opportunities in the county. The day's activities will begin at 8:30 a.m. with registration, networking, and coffee, with opening remarks at 8:50 a.m. by DuBois Strong President Ed Cole and a wrap-up by 1 p.m. Lunch will be provided. Please RSVP by Friday, November 9th to make a reservation, or for more information, call 812-482-9650, 482-9650, or email success@duboisstrong.com. Stay tuned. Weather and sports are still to come on 18 WJTS TV.